Have you ever had a job interview go so horribly bad that apart from not getting the job, you also got banned from ever getting hired there? Well, if you haven't, your pre-interview anxiety is going to skyrocket after you learn about Akihab, a content creator who shared her disastrous job hunt, which ended up with an airline reaching out to tell her that she can never apply to work with them again. After Al-Kihab took to her TikTok with 90,000 followers to share her story about how her interview with United had gone. Right off the bat, you can tell it didn't go well. In just a couple of seconds into her video, you learn that she failed the interview before it even started.
Update, I'm crying because I forgot my fucking passport and they're talking about, oh, you can't apply for another year. I'm not applying in a year, bitch. I'm gonna be at another airline. Thanks.
Yeah, she didn't get the job and she had plenty to say about reapplying with United. And I can't blame her for being upset and crying. It's totally understandable. After all, being a flight attendant takes multiple months of training. I personally have a flight attendant friend who had to move into the school for multiple months while she was in training. So I can only assume how discouraging it can be to not get the job you've been training for months just because you forgot to bring something to the interview. However, many feel like her video was completely unnecessary, especially since it was her fault that she didn't pass the interview. However, that doesn't give her the right to get mad at United. After all, they told her that bringing her passport was mandatory. According to many of the comments and many other creators whose content revolves about being a flight attendant, say that the airlines highlight the importance of bringing your passport to your interview. How are airlines supposed to trust you with an emergency when you can even be trusted to bring a required item to your interview? And many people pointed that out, which prompted a response from Al-Kihab, where she didn't apologize. She actually doubled down on her feelings about the whole situation and tried to excuse leaving her initial post up as a way to warn future flight attendants to not forget their passports.
So I know you guys think that I should take my post down regarding United. If my mistake says I can't ever work for an airline, which I doubt it, that mistake, somebody's gonna see it and they're gonna remember to bring their fucking passport. So even if American Airlines or United or Delta or whoever give me the chance or finally decides to say, hey, I know she's gonna be amazing, I know she's gonna be reliable, I know she's gonna work her ass off, which I am, then, you know, it is what it is. But if I don't get the position, I mean, I already cried about it. What the fuck? I'm not gonna keep crying about it. I already cried. It's over. It's done, but I'm not gonna take that video down because of a chance that they're gonna see it and not want to hire me. Oh well, at least other applicants will know to bring their passport. And honestly, I'm not trying to scrutinize United. I just wish they had like a protocol or like a policy or procedure in case that happens. And I had a picture of it just in case, because I knew, I was like, when I got to the airport, I was like, fuck, I forgot my passport. Just in general, I was like, fuck, I forgot my passport. So I told my roommate, like, damn, I forgot my passport. They were like, oh, I'm already on my way home. So, okay. So I typed out my United emails just to make sure I didn't need the passport. And I didn't see it. I swear to God, I did not see it was mandatory. So I got a picture of it anyway. Just in case. Damn, these limes are good. Just in case. And they wouldn't even accept the picture. Mind you, I just got my shit renewed because I had interviewed with American Airlines, but their training was full. But I say all that to say, the video will stay up regardless of my chances, because what is for me, it will be for me, and what is not for me will not be for me. And although I made a mistake, maybe somebody in the future won't make the same mistake I did. And that's essentially why I'm keeping the video up. Now, will it deter my chances of working with another airline? So, honestly, them Reddit forums will make you not want to even be a flight attendant, but I'm so resilient, like, I don't really care what other people are talking about. Even if it is stressful. I've been through stressful jobs. I wiped ass, cleaned toilets, scrubbed urinals on my hands and knees. So, all I'm saying is I could be a flight attendant, and I'm super personable. I talk to random strangers all the time. So at the end of the day, the video is going to stay up. I'm going to enjoy this pho, this wine. I'm going to take my ass back to little old Wisconsin. And I'm going to try with Delta. If Delta doesn't work out, y'all, I'm going to keep applying, y'all. What can I do? I can keep getting no's, but I'm going to keep applying. Because I'm determined. I'm a determined person. And I already set my present self up for the success of a flight attendant position. I have the qualifications. And I'm just gonna keep trying at the end of the day. But that video gonna stay up, so y'all don't make the same mistake I did.
It goes without saying that companies generally want to keep a low profile and don't want their name associated with negative stories, especially if they're such a public-facing company like an airline is. And well, after Al-Kihab doubled down, someone at United saw her post and they escalated it up to management because they ended up reaching out to her. They drafted a whole email with screenshots of her content and they told her to forget about the 12 months they had told her she had to wait before she could reapply, because they made the executive decision to outright ban her from ever getting hired at United. And if you thought her reaction to not getting the job was over the top, wait until you see her reaction to getting banned from working there in the future. Because she made another video claiming that the decision they made to ban her from working at United was actually a form of retaliation and an attempt to make her take down her video, something she said she would not do.
So it was brought to my attention via email that United Airlines saw my post. They decided to say that I won't be eligible for rehire, even though I stated in the email that I wouldn't be applying again because of my experience. However, I do feel as though the email was intentionalized to be, what can I say, kind of like a retaliation bully type of situation. And I don't appreciate that. As an airline, you're not going to bully me. I did get all those little comments saying you should delete this. Airlines don't play about their social media policy, bada bing, bada boom. However, I'm not a part of the airline. I was just a part of the interview process. So I'm allowed to say how I felt during the experience. I'm allowed to cry. I'm allowed to feel how I feel, because every person that I talked to about this situation, they said I would have cried, which I did. And I explained exactly how I felt in that moment. And I'm allowed to have that. I'm allowed to be a human. But what throws me off is the fact that they're personally emailing me, sending me a screenshot of my face as if I don't know what I posted on this app. I know how I feel. You're not going to be, I can't be intimidated by United Airlines. I'm not scared of you. I'm not any of this. I know you guys want me to back down and say, hey, take my losses in stride, which I am. However, I still want people to know to bring your passport to your interviews. Like, I forgot mine because, guys, I'm working a double today. Like, I work really, really hard. Also, they don't know, but I visited my sick grandfather before I came to that interview, which is why I was all over the place. I even had to grab my passport from my sister's house. Like, it was actually a big mess. So for them to try to intimidate me with this email, which I will be sending screenshots, it wasn't even an intimidation email. It was more so like it felt retaliation, because they're telling me that they won't hire me because of a social media post I made. But I already stated that I wouldn't be applying again in the social media post, so I really didn't even need to get that email. They also said, well, we told you 12 months, but now we're not. That's a retaliation tactic, and I don't appreciate that. And it's just really disheartening as, United Airlines. I'm not intimidated. I'm not scared. I know a lot of people are, but that was just my experience. That's how I felt, and it is what it is. Like, guys, it is what it is. I forgot my passport. It's okay, United. I still love you at the end of the day. Okay? Thanks. Oh, and I'm going to be posting the screenshots. Here's my reply. Screenshot if you want to.
And for the most part, people were in agreement with United, saying that they had made it very clear that she needed her passport, and the fact that she forgot it and didn't get the job was her own fault. And apart from that, many of the comments on the first two videos warned her to take down her post, as airlines are very strict when it comes to their social media policies. But if that wasn't enough, Al-Kihab made another video where she claims she couldn't reapply because of racism. She said the airline had a problem with her because she was a black woman with a black platform.
Also, someone said freedom of speech isn't freedom of consequences. That's so different. That's like what you use when someone's being like blandly racist. In this case, that's not the same thing. Obviously, I was full of emotion. I was going through the works, and I didn't have good news. Actually, the day I got home after that incident, my uncle passed away. So I tried to reschedule. I couldn't. The availability was only a day later. I know for a fact I would have crushed that interview if I would have remembered to bring my passport. I'm still a good person, and my social media presence is me. It's only my black self, Akila Benzan. So, and it's even my name. So when they say they're not going to hire me because of my personal brand, that means they're not going to hire me because I'm a black woman with a black platform. And that's discriminatory at the end of the day. You can't say, hey, I'm going to not give you employment because of your personal brand when your personal brand is you. That's discriminatory because I'm a black woman. So you're basically saying you can't hire me because I'm a black woman. That's essentially what this issue is has come to at this point, which is crazy. Because my personal brand is literally me. Since my whole life, like since I started musically, this has been my life. Like, so for them to say they won't hire me because of me being myself, that's discrimination, and that's crazy. That I didn't think I would actually get an email like that. I love United too. That's crazy. You know what? I like American Airlines more anyway. I like Delta more. Southwest is pretty cool. Frontier is pretty cool. Wisconsin Air is pretty cool. But to discriminate against me and my personal brand when my personal brand is me, a black woman, just using her voice, is really sad. United, that's disappointing for real.
It seems like Al-Kihab saw herself getting backed into a corner. The majority of people were siding with the airline. Many had warned her to take down her post way before it got to this point, and it seemed like she was not changing her mind. Although, once again, people are warning her that this is just the beginning, and that every other airline will follow suit and ban her from working with them because of this incident. Like I said, airlines don't play when it comes to their public image. Whether you think it's right or wrong, you can see why a company will be hesitant to hire someone who is quick to take to social media and be so open about a negative experience with a potential employer. And well, that's where we are with this story. I really hope Al-Kihab doesn't get banned from every airline. I would not want those videos to spell the end of a career that is just starting. And hopefully she can be used as a lesson to not overshare on social media. I know it can be a great way to blow off steam and get things off your chest, but you truly can't know who's watching, so have that in mind. That's all I got for you today. My name is Sarat. If you want more crazy internet news, check out the last video where I talked about a mom and a daughter who did OnlyFans together and the dad possibly joined them. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos multiple times a week.